People often believe that money is about numbers, charts, or clever strategies. But Charlie Munger insists that the real story behind wealth lives in the human mind. The way you think, the way you react, the way you handle fear and temptation, these shape your financial life far more than the size of your paycheck ever will. Money is psychological long before it becomes practical. It is not the market you must conquer first. It is your own impulses. Because a person who cannot control their emotions can never control their financial future. Most people lose money not because they choose the wrong investments, but because they cannot tolerate waiting for the right ones to grow. Patience is one of the rarest skills in the modern world. Everything around us teaches speed, but wealth comes from slowness, from allowing time to do its quiet work, from resisting the urge to act when waiting is wiser. The greatest advantage you can have is the discipline to delay gratification, to remind yourself that every dollar saved and invested today becomes a silent worker for your future self. Books like The Psychology of Money remind us that wealth is less about brilliance and more about behavior, less about strategy and more about consistency. What destroys people financially is rarely ignorance. It is emotion. Greed makes them chase what looks exciting. Fear makes them run at the worst possible moment. Overconfidence makes them believe they can outsmart the world. Impatience makes them abandon the slow road that actually works. Munger understood that avoiding foolish mistakes is more important than searching for genius ideas. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do with money is simply refusing to be stupid with it. And then there is human nature, the part of us that craves approval, comfort, and shortcuts. People buy things they don't need to impress people they don't like. They compete in silent battles for appearance rather than substance. They think wealth is measured by what is visible, when true wealth is almost always invisible. Peace of mind, freedom of time, the ability to choose your life instead of renting it from stress. Money exposes character more than it changes it. Long-term thinking is rare because long-term rewards feel distant. But when you train your mind to think in decades instead of days, you stop reacting to noise. You stop panicking at small losses. You stop chasing every shining idea. You begin to understand that wealth is a relationship you build slowly, like trust or wisdom. It grows with respect and commitment. Charlie Munger teaches that the psychology of money is essentially the psychology of self-control. If you can manage your impulses, you can manage your life. If you can resist what is easy, you can earn what is meaningful. And if you can master your mind, your money will eventually follow. Many people think wealth is about numbers, skill, or luck. But Charlie Munger emphasizes that the real story of money begins in the mind, not in the bank. Your financial life is determined far more by how you react, how you control impulses, and how you make decisions than by the size of your paycheck. Fear can make you sell when markets drop. Greed can make you buy at the worst possible moment. And anxiety can keep you from recognizing opportunities that will pay off in the long term. Most people lose money, not because they are unintelligent, but because they cannot manage their emotions. True wealth grows when you understand yourself, when you learn to remain calm under pressure, and when you resist the urges that would sabotage your progress. Books like The Psychology of Money remind us that sustainable wealth comes less from brilliance and more from behavior. How you perceive money and how you respond to it determine whether your financial growth will be steady or chaotic. When you master your emotions, your money will follow the path your mind sets. Patience is one of the rarest and most powerful skills in building wealth. But modern society has trained us to expect instant rewards. True wealth comes from waiting, from consistently making choices today that benefit your future self. Delayed gratification is not self-denial. It is investing in freedom, in options, in security. Every dollar saved, every smart investment, every decision to resist impulse spending quietly compounds over time. Patience allows you to ignore short-term noise and focus on opportunities that matter most. Charlie Munger repeatedly points out that time is your greatest ally. By allowing wealth to grow slowly, you harness compounding, which transforms small, consistent actions into life-changing results. Rushing for immediate gains often leads to mistakes and losses. But steady, deliberate accumulation over years multiplies your efforts exponentially. The ability to wait, to stay disciplined, and to defer pleasure separates those who build lasting wealth from those who never escape financial frustration. Many people believe that success comes from finding brilliant opportunities or perfect investments, but Munger teaches that avoiding mistakes is more important than chasing genius. Wealth is often destroyed not by failed strategies, but by simple errors repeated over time. Impulsive spending, overconfidence, emotional trading, or chasing short-term rewards. Every small misstep acts like a leak in a bucket, slowly draining potential wealth. Avoiding mistakes requires calm judgment, self-discipline, and the ability to resist external pressures. It means thinking independently when others follow the crowd, staying patient when others panic, and saying no to tempting but unwise choices. While smart decisions help, the ability to prevent foolish errors is what truly accelerates financial growth. Those who consistently avoid pitfalls create steady progress, while those who chase brilliance without caution often experience setbacks that could have been avoided entirely. Short-term fluctuations and fear often derail financial plans, but long-term thinking stabilizes and protects wealth. Munger emphasizes that money is a marathon, not a sprint. Many people let daily market noise or public opinion influence their decisions, causing them to act impulsively and lose what they have worked to build. Thinking long-term allows you to ignore irrelevant distractions and remain committed to consistent growth. It teaches you to focus on trends, not temporary spikes, and to make decisions based on sustainable value rather than short-term excitement. Every patient investment, every disciplined choice, and every avoided emotional reaction strengthens your financial foundation. When you adopt a long-term perspective, fear and greed lose their power over you, and wealth becomes a tool for freedom, security, and the ability to make choices instead of reacting to circumstances.